I used to believe that life would be better if I just stayed quiet. I was an extremely shy kid. I've always observed. That's how I learned about people. I didn't know how to express myself vocally. I struggled with articulation. My words wouldn't come out the way I was thinking them. I also feared speaking up and speaking out. I prayed about this a lot and searched out why this was an issue for me. I could also remember when I would speak, I would speak so fast that I would sometimes stutter over my words because I felt rushed to speak quickly. When you have suppressed your emotions a lot and went along with whatever they said and never making a real effort to think for yourself and to speak up, I realized that I had allowed life to silence me. So I never developed my own voice. It was unfamiliar to me. So whenever I did speak, I would cringe because I didn't know or understand the power of my voice. I felt that I had valuable information and wisdom and insight that could benefit people, but I remained silent. One day I decided in my heart that I want to change this. I started the journey of discovering who I was by finding my voice. I asked myself questions like, what do you care about? What topics can you speak about? Or what do you know a lot about? What upsets you more than anything and why? I started reading audibly and writing. I would read what I wrote out loud. This built my confidence. I felt what I wrote. This is who I am, I thought. I kept at this journey. I desired to speak well, articulate myself well, and a calm but bold tone. I desired to be impactful. I want to speak with purpose. I purchased a voice recorder and started documenting what happened in my days or what I had learned about. This was a game changer. I would lay in bed at night and play back the recordings. I heard power in my voice. I heard the confidence and boldness. I took the voice recorder with me everywhere just in case I had something to say. I did this for 1 year. I got carried away because then I started recording my conversations with other people to see how I spoke with others. I found out that I'm naturally an encourager and a lover of words and a deep conversationist. Now I am confident enough to speak on camera because of all of the things that I was doing. Let's just take that in because that was a mouthful. That has been my journey, guys. That's been my journey. So now I'm going to go in detail on everything that I did during this time to help me discover my voice and to start using my voice. The first thing that I did is I watched a lot of TED Talks on people that I thought spoke well. I watched their interviews, how they spoke. I observed their body language. I observed their language and the words that they used. And I would have a journal, and then when they used words that I didn't know, I will go and define the word and write the meaning down. The second thing that I did was I started reading audibly every day. This helped me to get used to hearing my voice. So I would go for an example, I would go to the library and I would print out affirmations, right? Or whatever it is that I was wanting to learn about, I was curious about at the moment. And I would print these papers out and I would read them out loud. That's what I did. The next thing I did, I started to increase on my writing. I took not a writing class, but I joined this group that spoke a lot about, she encouraged us to write more. So I started writing more, and what I would do is I would start reading my writings, the things that I wrote, I read it out loud, and I thought, this sounds good. I thought it sounds so good, so I started reading it to people. I'm like, can you come here? I want you to listen to this. What do you think about this? And I would start reading what I wrote just to other people. The next thing that I started doing is reading my affirmations and my Bible and books. Like, I just started reading more. I just immersed myself into words. The next thing that I did was, it says in therapy, I spoke about it, and my therapist gave me an assignment to record my voice and to play it back and to see what I felt and what I thought. That assignment is another assignment that really helped me to be more intentional with my voice. I started recording it. And then I went even further and brought a voice recorder, and I started just speaking in a voice recorder every day. It became like my voice diary. I literally would just record. I would document my day, what happened in my day. If I learned something new, I would record that. I would talk about times in my life, on my timeline, a story that happened in the past in my life. I would just put all of that, download all of that inside of the voice recorder. The next thing that I did was I started speaking. Anybody that would listen to me, I would start speaking. Because around this time I was already healing. I was on the journey of discovering my voice, and I was wanting to start speaking more and start using my voice. So I would speak to anyone who would listen. I spoke to my daughter, to my goddaughter, I spoke to friends, and then people just started coming to me. And I would just start speaking to people about the things that I learned. And I saw how interested they were, and I saw how much this helped them. So I continued. I'm like, the knowledge and the wisdom is flowing now. It's flowing. And then that helped me to improve on my voice and my speaking. And even then, sometimes the words wouldn't always come out clear. I would be speaking so fast, and I had to calm myself down. Like, me, take your time with what you're saying. You got this. Take your time. You don't have to rush. So I had to literally tell myself that mentally to just calm me down, because I would still stumble over my words. It was very frequently. It's less frequently now, and that's the goal. All right, so the next thing that I did was I started speaking and making connections with real people. So I started going to this church, and first it started with I joined this Zoom group, and I told my therapist about it, and one of the things that she said, she was like, so what do you do there? And I'm like, I just listen to them. I don't even turn my camera on. And she looked at me and she was like, here's what I want you to do. She was like, turn your camera on and make a connection. Just make a connection. Just say something. And so that was scary, of course, because I'm like, I want to be invisible here in this group. So I made a connection, and I actually raised my hand, and I actually said something, and I was so proud of myself. And I kept that analogy in my head. Just make a connection. So every time I'm in group settings and I'm around people, instead of just being invisible, I started to be more intentional about making a connection. So that looks like me just saying something to you, complimenting your hair, your outfit, maybe asking you a question, maybe sharing something with you, maybe helping you with something. I just got intentional about making connections. All right, so the next thing that I did, and of course, this built my confidence a lot. This really built my confidence. Another thing that I did was I created an Instagram page, because I wanted to start. I started already speaking in my camera, but I would just watch the videos myself. And I wanted to get myself in the habit of posting them without being afraid. So I created this Instagram page with no followers. It was private. And I would start sharing my videos there on the page, because I'm like, nobody here follows me, nobody knows me. And I started posting these videos every day, being consistent. I would literally go in the bathroom, record a video of me doing whatever, saying whatever, my affirmations, reading scriptures in the Bible, and then I would go and post it on this private page. This Instagram page was supposed to be a lock page to show my lock journey. Don't go try to look for it. Don't go try to find this page. It was to talk about my hair, and for me to style my hair. So I started out just showing what I do with my locks, how I'm styling my locks, and then I started speaking, and then I started posting it. And then here's the thing, right? This page, I thought I privated it. I went one day and I had one view, and I was like, who saw this? I freaked out. I was like, who saw this? No one was supposed to see this. And then I went, and it was not even really private. But by this time, I was looking at all of the videos, and I would see 3 views, 100 views, 6, the views were there. And I was like, they don't know me. I just got to the point where I'm like, okay, it is what it is. That's the point, to get to that point one day, So I didn't let it bother me too much, and I just kept it up. And at this point, I'm still not posting myself speaking on my actual Instagram page or my Facebook page. I'm just like in my stories speaking, because I'm only confident at this time to speak in my stories. So it's still a work in progress, right? The goal is to just come out the box. I just want to be all the way out the box, okay? That's the goal. So I'm working my way up to there. Another thing that I realized, like, through me speaking to people, I had realized that I had a gift. Like, people will be talking to me about their situation, and it's like, I was like, I know how they can solve that problem, or I can see the issue, or I can see what they can do to improve something. And then I was like, do I share this with them? And then I would just start sharing them with them, but I would do it in a gentle way, and I would just be like, you know what I think you should do? And then I was just like, tell them my advice, and just start sharing with them what I see, and what can help them become better at whatever it is they was trying to do. Like, I noticed that I saw that. So yeah, that's my story about how I started, how I gained the confidence to start using my voice. I hope that this blessed you all, and I hope that this encouraged you to just start somewhere. It could be anywhere. You could do just start, okay? Even if you just record the videos and you just start talking in front of the camera, and no one has to ever see it. Just start like that, and then one day you'll get just keep at it. One day you'll get the confidence to post it. And that's how I gained the confidence. That's how the confidence came. The eloquency, you speaking well, all of that will come. It will come, but just be intentional about becoming better. I will say that. Be intentional about becoming better, and you will. All right? There's a million people waiting to hear your voice. Your voice is powerful, your voice is unique, and your voice matters. To connect with people everywhere that I went, at any group that I joined, any activity that I was a part of, any assignments I was a part of, I was really intentional about connecting with people there. Talking to people, opening up to people, networking. Like, I just got intentional. Although this was previously a fear to me, but I wanted to face this fear. I did not want this to be a part of my identity anymore, hiding and being invisible. I didn't want to live like that anymore. My goal was to come out of the box, come out of this shell that I have created for myself, and to get my voice out there so people can hear my voice, and so that I can prove that I can do it. And I wanted to come back and show others and teach others that you can also do it too, no matter where you come from, no matter what happened. I know that a lot of times our voice have been silenced through situations we were placed in. Our families, we felt muted, we felt unheard, we felt like our voice didn't matter. But you have to fight through all of that, and you have to tell yourself a new story. My voice matters. My voice is powerful. My voice needs to be heard. I have something beautiful to offer the world. You have to just start telling yourself a new story. The more and more I connected with people, here are the things that I realized. This is the insight that I receive. Every voice is unique, so don't compare your voice to others. Every story is unique. Everyone's life is unique to them. Number 3, everyone has a story that can help someone else on their journey. Number 4, every person is uniquely beautiful in their own right. Number 5, there is a lesson to be taught or shared. There is something that you experience, that you know about, that you might be an expert about. You don't think someone else is struggling with that very same thing? You can teach them. You can help them. But if you don't speak, they'll never know. Number 6, when you start connecting socially, you will realize the diversity and variety of each person. You will appreciate what each person brings to the table. I started to appreciate everyone's uniqueness about them, the way their personality is, the way that they tell them their story, the way that they carry themselves. I started to appreciate the diversity of everyone. All right, number 7, everyone have different personalities and come from different backgrounds. This is why you have to be you. You have to be yourself. That is the beauty of it. Be you. That's beautiful. That's what we want. We want the real you. All right, the next one. Every person think different. Your thinking will reflect in your belief and in how you live. and your level of intelligence. I'm going to repeat that again. Every person think different. Your thinking will reflect in your belief and in how you live and in your level of intelligence. And the last one, every voice matters. Every voice matters. Every voice is powerful. Your tone matters. The way you deliver a message matters. It matters because the hearers, there are people that are listening. So you want to speak with purpose. You want to speak and you want to be impactful. Because what you're saying, what you're putting out there is actually either edifying people or is actually planting bad seeds and destroying. It's corrupting people. It's corrupting the human soul. So my goal is to speak with purpose, speak with wisdom, and to speak from my heart. That is my goal. And to speak from my experience. Experience is the best teacher. That's my goal. You know, the interesting thing is, I thought that I would always be okay with not using my voice or speaking up or speaking out. I was really comfortable with being invisible, being the mystery woman, the mysterious woman that no one knew about. But all along, I realized that God had been setting me up. One of the reasons he allowed me to become a flight attendant is because he knew that I had to speak over the microphone to just introduce myself and talk about the flight, where we're flying at today. All of that was a part of the plan. And I didn't realize that. Once I started healing, I realized that I don't think I want to stay quiet anymore. I think that I know a lot. I think that I have been doing the work and I feel like I can help other people. I feel like I have so many different stories and testimonies that I want to share. I want to put it out there. I started to feel that, but once I started to heal. So I asked myself this question, what do you have to lose? And so I want to ask you guys this question. What is it that you have to lose? What do you have to lose? It's your voice. Your voice is unique. Your voice is powerful. It's your story. It's your life. What do you have to lose? Think about that for a moment. And when I answered that question, I was like, I don't got nothing to lose. I've already done everything that I wanted to do, except this was the last big fear of mine, which is speaking. Speaking about myself, I hate it. I hated talking about myself. Speaking up, I hated it. But then people ran over me because I never spoke up. The moment I started speaking up, people started respecting me more. When you're quiet, people don't really know who you are. They don't know what you think. Now they know what I think. They know who I am now. So remember, the moment that you open your mouth, you let people know who you are, who you truly are. You let people know what's in your heart. People are able to see your intelligence or your ignorance once you open up your mouth. So I wanted to start speaking, but I wanted to do it well. I was like, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it well. I want to do it well. And so I did the work. So be intentional. Be intentional and do the work. And it's possible for you. Believe in yourself. Start from somewhere, anywhere. Just start. I'm a writer by nature. I love writing. I've been writing since I was 12 years old. I have journals and journals and journals of just things that I've been through, things that I know, things that I learned about of my life, just everything. I write about everything. So I started with writing, and then I said, now I have to start speaking about it. So now I'm in the season of using my voice with purpose. I pray that this video bless you all.